The hip-hop world is buzzing, and fans can't stop talking. Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem's secret Drake diss track has been uncovered, and the content is absolutely explosive. For months, whispers circulated about a mysterious collaboration between the two West Coast powerhouses, rumored to include subtle and not-so-subtle shots at Drake. Now, with the track surfacing online, the speculation is over. Listeners are finally hearing what many had suspected all along. The lyrics, delivery, and production combine to create a tense, high-stakes narrative that has fans dissecting every bar, every ad-lib, and every subtle reference. This isn't just music. It's a strategic move in a long-running cultural conversation, and the internet is losing its mind over it. What makes this track especially intense is how carefully Kendrick and Keem orchestrated it. The diss isn't blatant. It's laid, full of clever wordplay, double meanings, and references only the most devoted hip-hop heads will catch. Every verse seems designed to provoke reaction, spark discussion, and ignite the debate about influence, respect, and supremacy in the rap game. Social media exploded the second clips leaked, with fans debating line by line, analyzing delivery, and speculating about Drake's response. The secrecy surrounding the track adds another level of intrigue. It wasn't promoted, teased, or announced. This was raw, unfiltered, and completely unexpected. Fans are dissecting everything, from Kendrick's signature flow to Baby Keem's explosive energy. Every element feels like it's aimed at proving dominance and making a statement. Even casual listeners are catching hints that the track isn't just personal. It's cultural, aimed at staking claim in the ongoing battle for influence over the current rap landscape. The combination of lyrical skill, hidden references, and bold delivery has made this track an instant talking point, sending forums, TikTok, and Twitter into chaos. What's even more shocking is the way Kendrick and Keem coordinated the diss. Unlike typical beefs that rely on public statements or social media jabs, this track delivers in a way that is both artistic and calculated, blending subtlety with aggression. Every line seems to have been written with intent, ensuring that hardcore fans can dissect meaning, while casual listeners still feel the punch of energy and charisma. It's a masterclass in how to address competition without losing artistic integrity. As the track continues to spread and fans dissect every detail, the implications for Drake, Kendrick, and Baby Keem are massive. This isn't just a song. It's a cultural moment, a calculated display of strategy, skill, and bravado. Everyone is watching, waiting to see if Drake responds, how fans will pick sides, and what this means for the current state of hip-hop dominance. The tension is real, the stakes are high, and the track has already cemented itself as one of the most talked-about moments in music this year. The discovery of Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem's secret diss track aimed at Drake has sent shockwaves throughout the hip-hop community, igniting discussions across social media, podcasts, and fan forums. What had been mere speculation for months suddenly became a reality when snippets of the track surfaced online, revealing carefully crafted verses, clever wordplay, and a level of intensity that fans had only imagined. For years, Kendrick and Drake have maintained a complex relationship in hip-hop, a mix of mutual respect, subtle competition, and the occasional indirect reference in songs. Baby Keem, Kendrick's cousin and rising star in his own right, adds an unpredictable and energetic layer to the mix. Together, the duo created a track that is both a technical masterpiece and a strategic statement. The unveiling of this track has shifted conversations about influence, artistry, and dominance in contemporary hip-hop. From the very first bars, it's clear that Kendrick and Keem intended this diss to hit hard while remaining nuanced. Unlike typical diss tracks that rely on blunt insults or name-dropping, this track is layered with metaphors, references, and coded lines that reward careful listening. Fans immediately began dissecting the lyrics, analyzing the cadence, the flow, and even the subtle background production choices for hidden meaning. Kendrick's delivery is calculated, with his voice alternating between calm, almost conversational tones and explosive bursts of intensity, while Baby Keem brings chaotic energy, adding unpredictability to the mix. This duality ensures that listeners are engaged throughout, decoding every line while feeling the raw emotion and bravado behind the verses. The secrecy surrounding the track adds another layer of intrigue. Unlike most music releases today, there was no marketing build-up, no teasers, and no social media promotion. The track leaked unexpectedly, catching fans, media outlets, and even other artists off guard. This unplanned release amplified the shock factor, as people scrambled to listen, analyze, and interpret every bar. The timing feels intentional, almost as if Kendrick and Keem wanted the world to witness the track in a raw, unfiltered state, before anyone had time to overthink or dilute its impact. The clandestine nature of the track gives it the aura of exclusivity, making fans feel like they are witnessing a secret conversation that the mainstream world wasn't supposed to hear. Until now. Social media exploded the moment the track hit, with fans immediately sharing timestamps, breaking down verses, and speculating about the references aimed at Drake. Hip-hop forums buzz with users highlighting double entendres and indirect jabs, debating which lines were the most cutting, and theorizing about Drake's potential response. On Twitter, clips of the track went viral, with reactions ranging from shock to admiration for Kendrick and Keem's lyrical finesse. TikTok became a hub for reaction videos, memes, and breakdowns, as younger fans and casual listeners tried to make sense of the track's subtle complexities. This viral explosion has turned what could have been a simple music leak into a cultural event, reinforcing Kendrick and Keem's position as strategic innovators in the rap game. Analysts and music commentators have noted that this diss track is a masterclass in strategic artistry. Rather than attacking Drake in a straightforward manner, Kendrick and Keem's approach is subtle, calculated, and layered. Lines contain multiple meanings, some aimed at Drake personally, others addressing broader themes in hip-hop culture, influence, respect, and dominance. This approach ensures that hardcore fans can engage deeply with the content, while casual listeners still appreciate the energy, flow, and production. The combination of artistry and strategy has elevated the track beyond a typical diss, making it a subject of study for lyricists, producers, and hip-hop enthusiasts alike. The collaboration between Kendrick and Baby Keem highlights the generational dynamics within hip-hop. Kendrick represents a seasoned, critically acclaimed artist with decades of experience, while Baby Keem brings youthful energy, unpredictability, and contemporary relevance. Together, they balance precision with chaos, creating a soundscape that is artistic chemistry and command over the modern rap narrative. For Drake, the track presents a challenge that extends beyond public perception. While he has faced diss tracks before, the combination of Kendrick's lyrical prowess and Keem's intensity creates a high-stakes scenario that engages both fans and critics. The diss is calculated to test reputation, influence, and response strategy, forcing Drake into a position where silence, retaliation, or clarification could each carry consequences. Every line is designed to provoke reaction, spark debate, and assert dominance without resorting to simple name-calling, making it both an artistic and tactical maneuver. As fans continue to dissect the track, its cultural impact is becoming clear. It isn't just about the beef, it's about power, influence, and artistic authority in contemporary hip-hop. Every reference, every cadence, and every bar has become a talking point, shaping discussions about who leads the current rap landscape. Kendrick and Baby Keem have created a moment that transcends traditional diss tracks, blending artistry, strategy, and spectacle into a single, unforgettable piece of music. For fans, analysts, and Drake himself, the revelation of this track is only the beginning of an unfolding story, one that will dominate headlines, discussions, and social media feeds for weeks, if not months. The emergence of this secret diss track demonstrates that hip-hop continues to evolve as a space where strategy, artistry, and influence intersect. Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem have crafted a work that is more than just a response to perceived slights. It is a carefully constructed statement, a challenge, and a cultural event all at once. As the community continues to analyze, interpret, and debate, the track's true significance will continue to unfold, proving that in the modern rap game, mastery is not just measured by talent but by the ability to shape narrative, control perception, and leave a lasting impression on both fans and peers alike. The reaction to the leaked Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem diss track aimed at Drake was immediate, explosive, and impossible to ignore. Hip-hop fans, analysts, and media outlets scrambled to dissect every verse, ad-lib, and reference, searching for hidden meanings and clues about intent. The track's release, sudden, unannounced, and unfiltered, created a frenzy that dominated social media discussions, podcasts, and even mainstream news coverage. For Kendrick and Keem, this was more than just a diss. It was a calculated move designed to shift perceptions, assert dominance, and provoke conversation. Every lyric carried weight, every bar was scrutinized, and the artistry behind the aggression became a focal point for listeners worldwide. One of the most striking aspects of the track is its layered approach. Unlike typical diss tracks that rely on overt name-calling or direct insults, Kendrick and Keem opted for subtlety, embedding their critiques in clever wordplay, metaphor, and double entendres. Lines that on the surface seem like general commentary often carry hidden references aimed squarely at Drake, leaving listeners to decode the subtext. Fans quickly began analyzing each verse, comparing the timing of the lines to Drake's previous lyrics, public statements, and career trajectory. Every nuance became a puzzle, creating a viral cycle of interpretation and reaction that fueled online engagement. Baby Keem's contribution added a distinct energy that amplified the track's impact. Known for his unpredictable flows, aggressive delivery, and ability to shift tempos on a dime, Keem injects the track with chaotic momentum that complements Kendrick's calculated precision. This dynamic duo creates a tension between control and intensity, ensuring that the listener is constantly engaged, trying to anticipate the next punchline or barbs hidden in rhyme schemes. It's a synergy that not only elevates the diss but also highlights the generational balance between Kendrick's veteran artistry and Keem's youthful aggression. Fans were quick to praise this combination, noting that it adds layers of complexity and replay value that are rare in diss tracks. The production itself plays a critical role in amplifying the message. Dark, minimalist beats underscore Kendrick's verses, emphasizing his lyrical clarity and giving each line a sense of gravity. In contrast, Baby Keem's segments feature heavier, more chaotic production, creating moments of tension and urgency that mirror the intensity of his delivery. The contrast between control and chaos mirrors the track's narrative, a strategic dismantling of Drake's influence, executed with artistry, precision, and intensity. The beat becomes an extension of the lyrics, reinforcing the emotional and psychological impact of the diss without ever resorting to overt theatrics. Social media response was instantaneous and global. Fans dissected lyrics line by line, pointing out potential references to Drake's past collaborations, industry decisions, and even personal anecdotes. Reaction videos on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram exploded, with creators breaking down verses, analyzing flows, and debating which lines were the most cutting. Memes and viral threads spread across platforms, often exaggerating the drama for comedic effect, but also highlighting the seriousness with which fans were treating the track. Within hours, hashtags referencing the diss were trending worldwide, demonstrating the enormous reach and cultural impact of the leak. Music analysts and industry insiders noted the strategic brilliance behind the track. Kendrick and Keem's approach demonstrates an understanding of both artistry and public perception. By blending subtle disses with high-level lyricism, they create a multi-layered narrative that engages hardcore fans while remaining accessible to casual listeners. Every reference is deliberate, every bar is designed to spark discussion, and every delivery choice reinforces the track's power. Unlike traditional social media feuds or public statements, the diss track functions as a controlled release, a calculated strike that leverages artistry to assert influence and provoke reaction simultaneously. For Drake, the track presents a complex challenge. Unlike overt disses that leave little room for interpretation, the subtlety and layered meaning force him to navigate the response carefully. A public reply, countertrack, or even silence could each carry significant consequences in shaping the ongoing narrative. Fans are watching, analysts are debating, and the industry is observing, understanding that every move has strategic weight. The track positions Kendrick and Keem not just as artistic leaders but as tacticians in the ongoing discourse of hip-hop dominance. Beyond the immediate beef, the diss track has broader implications for hip-hop culture. It highlights how influence, artistry, and reputation intersect in the modern music landscape. Kendrick and Keem demonstrate that a track can function as both a piece of art and a strategic maneuver, commanding attention, dictating conversation, and reinforcing their positions in the rap hierarchy. The combination of lyrical genius, production mastery, and calculated aggression ensures that this track is. Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem have shown that they can master both, using their craft to make a statement that resonates across audiences, challenges competitors, and asserts dominance without losing artistic integrity. For fans and critics alike, the track is a defining moment in contemporary hip-hop, a masterclass in timing, execution, and cultural impact. Ultimately, this track is more than just a diss aimed at Drake. It's a calculated cultural maneuver, a display of artistic prowess, and a high-stakes message to the industry. As fans continue to analyze lyrics, flows, and production choices, the impact of Kendrick and Keem's collaboration will reverberate across hip-hop for months to come. The strategic brilliance, layered lyricism, and cultural significance of the track solidify its place as one of the most talked-about musical moments of the year, setting the stage for what may be the most intriguing chapter in modern rap rivalries yet. The unveiling of Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem's secret diss track aimed at Drake has fundamentally shifted conversations within the hip-hop community. Unlike traditional beefs that rely on social media jabs or public confrontations, this track was a masterclass in subtlety, timing, and lyrical strategy. Fans immediately recognized the calculated approach, noting how Kendrick and Keem layered lines with multiple meanings, clever wordplay, and cultural references. Every verse seemed meticulously crafted to challenge Drake's influence while simultaneously asserting the duo's dominance in modern hip-hop. This combination of artistry and strategy made the track not only a diss but also a cultural statement, one that demanded careful attention from fans, critics, and even other artists within the industry. From the opening bars, the track signals intent without resorting to overt insults. Kendrick's measured cadence delivers lines with a sense of authority, alternating between reflective commentary and pointed critiques that reward close listening. Baby Keem's contribution, by contrast, is explosive and unpredictable, injecting chaotic energy that amplifies the intensity of the message. This interplay creates a tension that keeps listeners engaged, forcing them to pause lyrics, ad-libs, and background production for hidden meaning. Each listen reveals nuances previously unnoticed, highlighting the deliberate craftsmanship behind the track. Fans took to social media almost immediately, posting breakdowns, lyric analyses, and theories about which lines specifically targeted Drake, fueling a cycle of discussion that shows no signs of slowing. The production choices further underscore the track's strategic brilliance. Dark, minimalist beats during Kendrick's verses allow his words to take center stage, emphasizing clarity and weight, while Baby Keem's sections feature more erratic, heavy-hitting production that mirrors the intensity of his delivery. The contrasts in tempo, tone, and sonic texture mirror the duality of the duo's approach: precision and chaos, control and aggression. This design ensures that the diss lands on multiple levels, both as a lyrical attack and as an emotional experience for the listener. Even casual fans can feel the energy, while die-hard hip-hop enthusiasts can appreciate the deeper layers of intent and skill. One of the track's most fascinating aspects is how it blends personal and cultural commentary. Kendrick and Keem don't merely critique Drake as an individual. They address broader themes of influence, artistry, and respect in the rap game. Lines referencing industry dynamics, artistic integrity, and cultural perception situate the diss within a larger conversation about dominance and legacy. By weaving personal critique with cultural observation, the track elevates beyond a standard beef, becoming a statement about hip-hop itself, who leads, who innovates, and who controls narrative in a rapidly evolving musical landscape. The leak of the track sparked a frenzy online. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube became hotbeds for reactions, lyric breakdowns, and meme creation. Fans highlighted subtle double entendres, dissected ad-libs, and debated which lines were the most cutting, turning the track into an interactive cultural event. The viral nature of the leak amplified its impact, making it not just a diss track but a moment in hip-hop history that fans collectively dissected, interpreted, and debated. Even casual listeners who might not have followed the feud closely found themselves drawn into the drama, captivated by the energy, lyrical skill, and stakes embedded in every bar. Industry observers also weighed in, emphasizing the calculated nature of Kendrick and Keem's strategy. Unlike confrontational disses that can feel impulsive or reactionary, this track demonstrates planning, artistic intentionality, and mastery of public perception. By controlling the timing, delivery, and lyrical complexity, the duo ensures that their message resonates without resorting to petty insults or overt theatrics. This approach forces both fans and competitors, including Drake, to consider responses carefully, knowing that every reaction will be analyzed in the context of a meticulously crafted narrative. The track also highlights generational dynamics within hip-hop. Kendrick, as a veteran artist with decades of experience, combines wisdom, precision, and authority, while Baby Keem brings youthful energy, unpredictability, and contemporary relevance. Their collaboration represents a blending of mentorship, family connection, and strategic alliance, showing how generational synergy can amplify both artistic impact and cultural influence. For fans, the interplay between Kendrick's controlled delivery and Keem's dynamic intensity exemplifies how two artists with different strengths can create a unified, high-impact statement. For Drake, the track presents a complex dilemma. Responding is not as simple as issuing a single diss. The layered, multi-level nature of the track requires careful analysis. Any public response, a voice, a comment, or social media post, carries strategic implications. Silence could be perceived as weakness, while an aggressive response risks escalating the feud. The track positions Kendrick and Keem in control of the narrative, forcing Drake and his team to navigate a delicate balance between maintaining reputation and engaging with a powerful, calculated challenge. Ultimately, this diss track transcends traditional beefs and establishes a new standard for strategic artistry in hip-hop. It merges lyricism, production, timing, and cultural commentary into a single, cohesive statement, demonstrating that modern rap dominance is as much about narrative control as it is about technical skill. Fans, critics, and industry insiders alike continue to analyze every aspect, recognizing the track as both a competitive maneuver and an artistic achievement. The release marks a pivotal moment in contemporary hip-hop, reinforcing Kendrick and Baby Keem's positions as both innovators and influencers. By blending personal critique with cultural commentary, subtlety with intensity, and strategy with artistry, the track has set a new benchmark for diss records. As the conversation evolves and fans continue to dissect each verse, diss track aimed at Drake illustrates just how powerful strategic artistry can be in modern hip-hop. What began as a secret, unannounced release has now grown into a cultural event, with fans, analysts, and critics dissecting every detail of the track. The combination of Kendrick's precision and Keem's chaotic energy has captured the imagination of listeners worldwide, creating a discussion that extends far beyond the usual hip-hop beefs. From lyrical analysis to production breakdowns, this track has become a masterclass in both musical craft and strategic storytelling, demonstrating how contemporary artists can use subtlety and nuance to assert dominance. One of the most striking aspects of the track is the way it balances aggression with artistry. Kendrick's verses are delivered with controlled intensity, his measured tone emphasizing wordplay and layered meaning. Every line is calculated, alternating between direct references and subtle nods that require careful attention to fully comprehend. Baby Keem's contributions inject unpredictability, his explosive delivery and dynamic flow providing a contrast that amplifies the overall impact. This duality keeps listeners engaged, constantly analyzing which lines are direct shots at Drake and which serve as broader commentary on the current state of hip-hop. The interplay between these two styles demonstrates an understanding of pacing, tension, and narrative construction rarely seen in diss tracks. Production choices further enhance the track's effectiveness. Kendrick's segments are supported by minimalist, dark beats that allow his lyrical content to take center stage, emphasizing the gravity of each word. In contrast, Baby Keem's sections feature heavier, more chaotic production, heightening the tension and underscoring the intensity of his delivery. This contrast in sound mirrors the contrast in approach: precision versus unpredictability, calculated critique versus raw energy. The production is not merely background. It's an active participant in the storytelling, reinforcing the track's themes and enhancing the listener's emotional experience. Every bass drop, pause, and instrumental layer adds depth to the message, ensuring that the track resonates on multiple levels. The track's impact on social media has been immediate and far-reaching. Fans flooded Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube with reaction videos, lyric breakdowns, and hot takes. Every verse was analyzed, every ad-lib debated, and every reference dissected for hidden meaning. Memes and viral threads added a layer of humor and cultural commentary, often exaggerating elements of the track for comedic effect but also amplifying its reach. This online frenzy not only increased the track's visibility, but also cemented its status as a cultural event. It's a rare moment where a single release sparks global conversation, blending fan engagement with critical analysis in a way that reinforces Kendrick and Keem's influence in the rap community. Beyond the immediate fan reaction, the track carries significant implications for Drake. Unlike straightforward diss tracks that rely on blunt insults, the layered, nuanced approach of Kendrick and Keem forces Drake to navigate his response carefully. Publicly responding could risk escalating the feud, while silence could be interpreted as weakness. The strategic subtlety of the track ensures that Kendrick and Keem remain in control of the narrative, compelling Drake and his team to consider every possible move with caution. This level of calculated artistry demonstrates the sophistication of modern hip-hop conflicts, where narrative control is just as important as lyrical skill. The cultural significance of the track extends beyond individual rivalries. Kendrick and Keem's collaboration represents a generational exchange within hip-hop, blending veteran expertise with youthful energy. Kendrick's experience, lyrical precision, and reputation for thought-provoking content combined with Baby Keem's innovation, unpredictability, and raw charisma to create a track that appeals to both older fans and a younger audience. This intergenerational collaboration amplifies the track's impact, showcasing how hip-hop continues to evolve as a space where mentorship, innovation, and competition intersect. The duo's ability to merge these elements into a cohesive, powerful diss demonstrates not only their artistic skill, but also their understanding of cultural influence. Analysts have highlighted how the track exemplifies the intersection of artistry, strategy, and perception in modern hip-hop. Each verse, ad-lib, and production choice is intentional, designed to provoke discussion, assert dominance, and maintain artistic integrity. By embedding cultural commentary within a personal critique, Kendrick and Keem elevate the diss track beyond a conventional feud into a statement about influence, respect, and legacy in the music industry. Fans are drawn not only to the confrontation but to the craft itself, appreciating the meticulous design that ensures every element serves a purpose. As the track continues to spread and dominate conversations, it becomes clear that its significance will extend beyond immediate reactions. The strategic brilliance, nuanced lyricism, and intergenerational collaboration make it a touchstone in contemporary hip-hop, influencing how artists approach conflicts, storytelling, and cultural commentary. For Kendrick and Keem, the track is more than a diss. It's a declaration of authority, a challenge to competitors, and a demonstration of artistic mastery. Ultimately, the track illustrates how modern hip-hop has evolved into a complex interplay of talent, strategy, and cultural influence. Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem have not only created a diss track but a cultural event, leveraging artistry and narrative control to assert their dominance and command attention. As fans, critics, and Drake himself continue to respond, the track's impact will be studied, debated, and appreciated for years, solidifying its place as a defining moment in contemporary rap and demonstrating that in today's music landscape, Mastery involves both skill and strategy in equal measure. The fallout from Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem's diss track aimed at Drake has escalated into one of the most talked-about events in recent hip-hop history. What started as a leaked track has now grown into a cultural phenomenon, dominating social media, news outlets, and fan discussions worldwide. Unlike previous beefs that relied on public statements or social media confrontations, this track combines precision, artistry, and strategy, allowing Kendrick and Keem to control the narrative in a way few artists have successfully done. Fans, critics, and industry insiders alike are dissecting every line, every ad-lib, and every beat, attempting to understand the layers of meaning, intent, and cultural commentary embedded in the track. The brilliance of the track lies in its layered complexity. Kendrick's delivery remains controlled, measured, and full of calculated nuance, alternating between reflective commentary and subtle jabs that challenge Drake's influence and position in the rap hierarchy. Baby Keem's segments, by contrast, are explosive and unpredictable, infusing the track with raw energy and intensity. The interplay between the two creates a dynamic tension, keeping listeners engaged from start to finish. Fans have taken to social media to break down lines, highlight hidden meanings, and debate which references hit Drake the hardest, creating a viral discussion that has spanned platforms like Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. The production complements the lyrical content perfectly. Kendrick's verses are accompanied by dark, minimalist beats that draw attention to the precision and weight of his words, emphasizing clarity and authority. Baby Keem's contributions feature heavier, more chaotic instrumentals that heighten the sense of urgency and unpredictability. The contrast in production mirrors the contrast in delivery, the controlled and methodical versus the explosive and instinctive. This duality ensures that the diss hits on multiple levels, appealing to both casual listeners and hardcore hip-hop fans who can appreciate the technical craftsmanship behind each verse. Beyond lyrical and production mastery, the track's strategic timing has amplified its impact. By remaining unannounced and suddenly leaking online, Kendrick and Keem created a moment of shock and immediacy, forcing fans and competitors alike to engage with the content instantly. This approach reflects an understanding of modern music culture, where perception, timing, and narrative control are just as crucial as talent. The track's subtle references to Drake, embedded in broader commentary on influence, artistry, and dominance, demonstrate a sophisticated approach to diss culture, one that values cleverness, strategy, and artistry over blunt aggression. The cultural implications of the track are significant. In an era